And with a little bit of time here before tip-off, I'll kick off a topic. Defense, as we know, a key to winning basketball. Kenny, talk about the hallmarks of a great defensive team.
Well, first there has to be an anchor in the back. And if you have an anchor in the back, then all of a sudden you can start with containing the basketball and denying those open lanes, because you know if they try to get to the rim, the anchor is back there. And after that, it's all about getting your hands up and making sure you contest every single shot.
And your anchor has to be a great communicator. He has to talk, help his teammates, make those extra plays like, hey, move, slide your feet, Ernie, pass the ball, give it back to Kenny, hey, watch out, he's cutting through.
He got me moving. You got me moving.
Communication is the big key, Ernie.
You see, he was the anchor, and I started
moving.
moving.
Hands up, Kenny, slide down, yeah, rotate, oh, yeah, get the three.
See? Yeah. As soon as he started talking, I just went. It just, man.
Two great defenders right there. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Live from Memphis, Tennessee, at the home of the Grizzlies, we're broadcasting from the FedEx Forum. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. You take a look at Vancouver. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
Kevin, this team has been a total surprise. I mean, a lot of people didn't feel like they'd be this good, but they've come together as a group. The sum of the total is better than the individual parts, and that's evident with this group.
And the lesson here, it doesn't have to be about that individual talent. If all the pieces of the puzzle fit together, the players on this team complement each other beautifully. And I always say, you don't win with the 5 best players, you win with the 5 players that play best together.
And Vancouver starts out with the ball. Let's check out Vancouver's starting lineup. They've got Bottoms, and it's Caboclo in at the point guard. It's stolen by Smith. There's the dish to Cantor. Adams' shot is off. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
On defense, Vancouver, this game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
They just... And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Knocks it loose. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. We play just over a minute here in the first. And out of bounds as Vancouver gains possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
And Vancouver with the possession here. Here's Caboclo. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto. Lays it up and banks it in. Caboclo's got 6.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
To the middle. They get a hand on it. The shot's good from Cantor.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I briefly spoke with Dave Yeager. The thing that jumps out at him the most about their opponent today is the team speed they possess. He said, we've got to hustle back on defense every time down the floor. This is a team that loves to run, and we've got to be prepared to do the same. Gentlemen?
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life. Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Silk. Here's Hines, and there's Vancouver with another bucket.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Smith outside. Rebounded by Caboclo.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period. Pedal to the metal right now, really pushing it.
And 3 of their last 5 makes here coming in transition.
Smith with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Stokes, and he dunks it down.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Caboclo.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going here.
Plenty of space. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
Pass to Adams. The drive by Smith. It's blocked, but they'll get another chance. Adams' shot is off.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies, and really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Green's checked in. And that one is stuffed right through.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness. Whoa, that'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Here's Stokes. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Adams. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And it's Smith penetrating, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it. And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Cope on the pass to Silk. Buries the long-range jumper. Silk's got 6.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Now here's Adams. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
6 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Vancouver.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Allen's checked in for the Grizzlies. And Vancouver also making a switch. Papanikolaou's checked in, and it's blocked by Adams. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
2 shots.
And both free throws good from Stokes. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies winning their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
That's good. Stokes has got 8.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Here's Copeland. A 14-point game for him in the win against Toronto. Here's Huffman. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Smith outside. Adams right side. Jumper off the screen. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 8 points for him.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Huffman. No good with the triple. With 2 seconds left. No good. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Vancouver leads by 4. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And when you consider how Vancouver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
The Grizzlies trail by 4, and Vancouver, looking at who they've got. They've got Daniel Orton, and it's Billar in at the power forward position. Puts up a 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
And there's the pass to Bottoms from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Allen drives in. And Bogdanovich kicks to Smith. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Here's Bottoms. Bangs home the trifecta. Bottoms got 7 points.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Cantor inside. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. Smith on the wing. 17-foot shot on the way. And the shot is good. The Vancouver lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Green. Jawai, the pass to Bottoms. And a little luck that time, but it drops. He's got 9. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
His first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. With the fadeaway. Shot is no good.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
from past the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And that was an ugly loss for them last time playing these guys. And really, the rebounding differential was the key.
They got worked over on the boards. That's about as plain as I can put it. You can't leave your teammates on an island down there. You need everybody going to the glass.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
There's a screen by Cantor. Out to the wing. And Bogdanovich kicks to Cantor. Clock at 6. Carter dishes to Green. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. Green's got his second basket of the night. Vancouver leading by 4. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Caboclo, he's checked in for Vancouver.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Great open look there. 14 points for Bottoms.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Carter kicks to Green. The fader. Vancouver pulls it in. Pass to Bottoms. Vancouver working the ball around now. Goes up on the wing. They get it back. Hines. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
It's been quite a game for Bottoms.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Stokes is checked in for Memphis. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Feeds it to Carter, puts it up from 12, and that one's good. Carter's got 4 points now in the quarter. And Dennis Cantor, Clark, a guy who combines brute strength with a high skill level. He finally got to strut his stuff last season with the Thunder.
After the trade, how about strutting his stuff to the tune of 19 and 11 as an average? Huge numbers for a guy who just didn't fit in with the Jazz.
Here's Bogdanovich. The putback, and Cantor throws it down.
He sniffed out that board and then powered it back in.
Pure might, Clark. So strong going back up with that one.
Playing to his strength, too, guys. That's what he's capable of. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Here's Caboclo. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jordan Adams comes in for Vince Carter. And Smith subbed in for Bogdanovich.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Caboclo. 13 points in the game. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Kostas Papanikolaou checks in for Vancouver. Silk comes in for Utah. For Vancouver, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
Now, here is Smith taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. And good on the basket. Book it. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Puts it up from 15, and another basket for Memphis. 1:53 left to play in the first half. Passes it to Silk. Here's Caboclo. There's a good screen, doubled by Smith. Now the pass to Moss. Hits the jumper in space.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Smith the pass to Adams. We've got 1:23 left in the first half of the game. Stokes can't get it to go.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
To the left side wing. Here's Huffman. And again, it's Vancouver with a 3.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Timeout call for Memphis.
Timeout called the Grizzlies.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
And Memphis making a change here. Allen's checked in. Vancouver also changing it up. Daniel Orton, he's checked in for Tariq Black. And Chris Copeland subbed in for Caboclo. There's a minute left here in the second. Smith with room to shoot. Misses off the right iron.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Pass to Silk. This one for 3. And again, it's Vancouver with a 3.
This is an absolute monster performance from him. He is pulverizing them from the three-point line.
Smith dishes to Allen. To halt the run, and Smith puts it in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Silk. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Toronto. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Smith on the wing. He feeds it to Cantor. Rebounded by Papanikolaou.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take. The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. It's Vancouver. They're up by 7. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That does it for halftime as the game is just about set to get going again. We send you back to Kevin Harlan and crew for the third quarter.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Really an incredible game from Silk.
And you know, I'm not sure that he can continue to shoot the 3 as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
You know, sometimes, Greg, you have those nights where the basket just looks twice as large as it is. Grand Canyon size. It might be one of those nights for him.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. They've got Adams. Smith is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Stokes in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Dave Yeager.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Silk passes to Hines. Vancouver working the ball around now. There's a screen. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. He used that pick just right. 20 points for Silk.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Adams in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Adams has got 14.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Stolen by Cantor. Now the feed to Stokes. To the paint. Tries to save it. In transition, here comes Vancouver.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Back to Smith from 8. That's tipped. And here's the fast break. Here's the lob to the hoop.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Sinks the triple. 10 points for him.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. Vancouver leading by 6. Right wing. To the middle. Here's Hines. Excellent D from Cantor.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Huffman. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Silk's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Vancouver. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And the shot is good. The Vancouver lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Smith.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Here's Caboclo. 18 points for him. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And again, Vancouver running the court in transition. Oh!
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. No good on the wing 3.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And Memphis making a change here. Green's checked in. Vancouver making a switch here. Puts it up. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Out left to the wing. Passes it to Bottoms. Here's Caboclo. 20 points for him. Sinks the three-pointer. 19 points for Bottoms.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Now here is Smith. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Caboclo. Here's Bottoms. And again, it's Vancouver with a 3.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Lets it go from deep, and the shot is good. The Vancouver lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Adams. Here's Bottoms, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Again, Memphis. Vancouver leading by 6. Shoots the three. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
It's been quite a game for Bottoms.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Bogdanovich is checked in for Memphis. There's a good screen. No good. So Vancouver will take it the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Caboclo. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. And he gets the bucket. And now it's a 12-point Vancouver lead.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
And the wide open shot from Green. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Yeah, gutsy shot to come right back at him with the 3 of his own.
Well, we've seen it before. He doesn't have any problem trading shots with anybody.
Here's Silk. 26 points for him. And he gets it to go.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball after Vancouver got the three-pointer.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And so here's Memphis after Vancouver picking up a basket just moments ago. And Bogdanovich kicks to Smith. Here's the 3. Bogdanovich, no luck.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And the basket good. 32 points for Silk.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep. And all of a sudden you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop and at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
The dish to Bogdanovich. Left side Adams. Will it go? Vancouver pulls it in. Orton's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The pass to Bottoms. Here's Villar, and there's Vancouver with another bucket.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Cantor checked in for Stokes, and Allen subbed in for Adams. There's a screen. 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. Here's Huffman. And again, it's Vancouver with a 3.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know.
Vancouver timeout.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Here's Bottoms. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And Vancouver, looking at who they've got. They've got Bottoms, and it's Hines in at the 5, roaming the paint. For the 3, it's rebounded by Memphis. To the paint, and Cantor wide open. He shoots, cans the 12-footer.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Vancouver leading by 19 points. Here's Caboclo to the left side wing. And here is Allen. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 11 points for Smith.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Stokes is checked in for Carter. Good on the second free throw. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Pass to Bottoms. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Assisted.
Bottoms got 29 in the game.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that, Clark, that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
And he gets it to go.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Plenty of space. And another basket for Memphis.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Doubled by Smith. Pass to Silk. To the inside. Black. And the layup's good off the glass.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
To the wing right side. The three-pointer no good.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Vancouver.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
Adams, he's checked in for Allen. Now the pass to Silk. And again, it's Vancouver missing. The Grizzlies trail by 18. And he slams it one-handed.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Now, here is Smith. Here's Cantor. No luck.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Dominating on the glass, Greg. I mean, a huge advantage for them in that particular category.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
That's tipped. Throws it up high.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
I think the crowd is still stunned by that one.
Lets it go with a three. That's good. 27 points for him.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
From deep. And Cantor pulls it down.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Vancouver leading by 17. Pass to Bottoms. And it's blocked by Adams. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. They get it back. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Vancouver has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And Cantor over to help. Passes it to Silk. It's tipped. Adams outside. He kicks to Smith. Off target from three-point range.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Huffman knocks down the three ball. Silk's got 44.
Wow. What can you say?
Now a timeout called by Memphis. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Fires the three. No good. For Vancouver, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Pass to Caboclo. Here's Bottoms, covered by Smith. Here's Bollard, and a strong finish with two hands.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force. And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. Vancouver leading by 16. Bottoms, the pass to Hines. Here's Bottoms. Vancouver working the ball around now. For three. But they'll get another chance.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Bollard with the rebound. Vancouver has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. That's now 32 points for Bottoms.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
The Grizzlies trail by 19.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Vancouver.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3. It paid off for them in the end.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys, will push their win column up to 55.
And just bulldozing their way through this season series. The victory here tonight makes it 3-0 for the year, with 1 game left to play against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Memphis. Kostas Papanikolaou checks in for Vancouver. Now a timeout called by Vancouver. They lead by 22. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Vancouver making a switch here. Here's Bogdanovich. He dishes it to Green. Inside, Allen goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. And the three ball is good. 35 points for Bottoms.
He's been on a tear from the three-point line this game.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
They double him with Green. The pass to Bottoms. Here's Papanikolaou, defended by Allen. A shot by Papanikolaou, no good. Here's Bogdanovich.
Vancouver foul call. His first.
The first one falls.
Third team foul. Shooting for Memphis.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Caboclo. Pass to Bottoms. For three. That one goes. Count it.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
So it's Vancouver picking up the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan Player of the Game?
He was an artist with the basketball tonight, guys. Just a ridiculous amount of assists for him in this game. The way he moved the ball around the court, making sure everyone had their hand in the offense, was superb. That's how you play the point in this league, ladies and gentlemen.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good.